Welcome to Yellow Brick Road. I am Jordan, and today we're gonna watch Ted Cruz get embarrassed by Tucker Carlson. Can't wait. But first, don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. Thank you. All right, so we've heard Ted Cruz recently. We just did a video where he was on Fox News begging for this fucking war to happen, begging for U.S. involvement, essentially. Real quick, Dubster, is Ted Cruz, he's like an evangelical type guy, or is he just doing like Republican Party shit, George W. Bush Republican Party shit?
Well,
you know?
He pretends to be like close to Rand Paul's kind of thinking, and then he takes the mask off every 3 months, and he's back to he's a neocon.
Okay. So that's why when Trump was in his first primary for the Republican Party, that's why guys like Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder were supporting Ted Cruz instead of Trump, because of the way Trump was talking, where it sounded a little bit more like, it seems like he's against more of these wars and all these actions. So Ted Cruz is our guy for those neocons, right? And now, the irony, as time has passed, here we are in 2025, Ted Cruz and Donald Trump sound very similar to each other. Now, isn't that a fucking hoodwink of hoodwinks? His first run, he's arguing against Ted Cruz and shitting on him for being like such a war hawk, right? And now, these guys, after Trump gets elected, of course, now they're like seeing eye to eye on certain things. At least, well, Trump hasn't jumped into the war yet, overtly. He's there already militarily. They have fueling planes and all that shit above Iranian airspace. They've been giving Israel weapons and money and all this shit to fucking fight Iran. They've been talking shit like they want to go to war with Iran the whole time. So Trump's a part of the war, but he's not overtly U.S. soldiers engaged in action yet. Yet, at least. But it's just crazy.
General Soleimani.
Exactly. During his first 4 years, he killed one of their top generals.
More importantly, the reason Ted Cruz is not president is because his wife is ugly. Trump told us that.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that. What do you call her? Like an elephant or something? You call her a horse or something like
that? I don't remember.
Whatever.
I just remember the overall topic was she was ugly.
Yeah. He shit talked his way to the presidency. Like, he actually just did. But alright, the point is, like, that's just ironic. But let's get on to this video. Here's Ted Cruz talking to Tucker Carlson. Like I said, Ted Cruz, gun-ho for war. Tucker has been saying this is one of the biggest mistakes you could make, and maybe the downfall of your presidency, or whatever the fuck, right? Tucker's been speaking out against this war. So now, he has a chance to confront Ted Cruz, who's been barking for it. Good?
That last video we watched, Ted Cruz was calling for regime change in Iran. That was the big thing.
Which is war. Come on.
Regime change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to say stuff like that. They're going to say, just like with Iraq, where they're like, we're just going to take out Saddam and give them freedom and then leave. Meanwhile, you end up there for 20... They're still there now, let's be honest. 20-plus years, U.S. soldiers are still in Iraq.
Or we could not be there, and it's just like Libya, free slave trade place afterwards.
Yeah, and all the weapons get looted and used in other countries. Yeah. But regime change, as far as we've seen historically, regime change is not good in any form or fashion. But okay, let's watch Ted Cruz get embarrassed. It's fucking funny. Here we go.
How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the population at all.
A little loud.
No, I don't know the population. You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple? How many people live in Iran? 92 million. Okay. Yeah, how could you not know that? I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government.
Why is it relevant whether it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is
it? You see, like, when regimes that these guys call regimes get toppled, there's usually power vacuums and shit like that. Shouldn't you know, like, yes, the population, meaning how many people are going to be scrambling around? Shouldn't you recognize, are there other groups in the nation that are going to try to take over, or maybe they war against each other to take over the country, as we saw in a whole bunch of other regime changes? You just brought up Libya, Dubster. Like, so yeah, you should know the fucking population. You should know that.
Well,
if you want to overthrow the fucking
you
country.
thinking from a conservative point of view, how many people are going to try and get refugee status in America afterwards from that place?
Yes, or Europe or wherever.
That's liberalism after regime change. So why wouldn't that be a concern to you in just that simplistic thing of being a conservative?
Exactly. That's why I yell at the Tommy Robinson guy, because he does not. I don't hear this guy bringing up foreign policy in regards like why are people leaving their homes to go live in England? Why are they doing that?
What home? What home?
Well, yeah.
You mean the home we blew up?
Yeah, homes are gone, or people just don't want to stay because they're worried about getting bombed. So like, let's get the fuck out of here.
We're shot because now there's basically a civil war in our country caused by this country, and now we have to flee to this country that just caused a civil war in our country. Oh, and then we're hostile to the place we just had to evacuate to.
Exactly. I mean, it's pretty simple. But yeah, you should, if you want to do something like that, you better know the fucking population. But guess what? The question's going to get more detailed. Something he should absolutely know if he wants to do a regime change in any country, which is the demographics. Here we go.
Government.
Why is it relevant whether it's,
because
it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that
because if
relevant?
you don't know anything about the country...
I didn't say I don't know anything about
Okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay,
it's not even... You don't know anything about Iran. So
okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government.
You're the one who...
Sorry to cut that off, but it's like, you should know the demographics because sometimes people group together demographically, right? They probably live in similar neighborhoods. Like, once again, you can create power vacuums. You can have some potential leader that you don't want that may be even worse than what you're calling the Iranian government right now. Like, there's so many factors. Like, yeah, you better fucking know. Like, this is the most...
Just think about the response.
Yeah.
Think about the responsibilities of a senator. One of their jobs is to vote to go to war. So, who are we going to war with? Why are we going to war with? Are there people there that we're going to target? Are there people there we're going to ally with? Are we going to know all these things? What is the ethnic makeup? Does that give us any advantage? Does it not?
Yeah, let's get
what
dumber.
What should I know about the country?
Let's get dumber.
What should I know about the country?
Yeah, let's get dumber. Forget about being a senator. You are a famous person, and you go on the internet and say, let's overthrow a country without knowing shit about it, is also, to me, asinine and crazy. That is some batshit crazy shit to do. Which makes me think, I think it's kind of understood with Ted Cruz. Like, this guy is full of shit, neocon. Doesn't work for you, American people, works for other motherfuckers. Let's just be honest about that. I think that's pretty obvious on the surface. But once again, senator, famous guy, whatever. Like, even if no one knows who you are, shouldn't you fucking know about the country you're saying you want to fucking basically destroy? So,
and also,
yeah, good.
Tucker Carlson was setting that up to do a gotcha, but he was too dumb to even get to the point of the gotcha, so this became a worse gotcha.
Because the very first question threw off.
2% of the... No, because the ethnic breakdown is 2% Jewish, 6% Christian, and there's probably more, but the rest is going to be the,
Sunni
Persians we call Iranians.
Yeah.
It was going to be a gotcha about the Jews. You're going to attack
that
Jews
they had
to protect Israel.
That they had the largest.
That was going to be the gotcha. But he didn't even know the fucking answer to that shit.
I believe they have the largest Jewish population in the Middle East, right? Other than Israel, obviously. I think, right? I mean, at this point now.
No.
Syria might have had them before, but we saw what happened there.
No, it was Lebanon.
Lebanon?
It was Lebanon.
Okay.
It was.
Is it Iran now? Because I'm pretty sure I heard that.
It probably is. It probably is. I don't
Okay.
think Egypt. No, I'm pretty sure Egypt expelled all.
I know Syria was up there too,
Maybe
but their
Saudi
whole
Arabia.
country got wiped. Yeah, maybe Saudi
It
Arabia
might be
now.
Saudi Arabia because of this new alliance.
Yeah.
Alliance of the Abraham Accords.
Yeah, but all right. Either way, let's keep going. Let's further the embarrassment where Tucker gets to laugh right in his face because this guy's a fucking dumb fuck. He's dumb and he's corrupt, in my humble opinion. Here we go.
They are Persians and
What percent?
predominantly Shia. Okay, this is cute.
it's not
okay.
even. You don't know anything about Iran. So
Okay,
actually,
I am not the Tucker Carlson
but
expert on Iran.
You're a
who
senator
says,
who's calling
okay,
for the
you're the one who
overthrow of the
claims-
government.
You're the
and
one
you
who
don't know
claims
anything about the country.
No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump.
No,
You're the
I'm
one
not saying that.
who can't figure out
I'm
if it was
saying
a good
you
idea
don't
to kill
believe-
General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
They're trying to
It
murder
was a
Trump.
bad
Yes, I
idea.
do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really
we're
believe that,
carrying out military strikes today.
you said Israel was
Right, with our help.
Oops.
I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
Well,
Oops. Now that could have been a fuck up of words, but he definitely sees what Israel does is what we're doing too. Like that's what I think that's how Ted Cruz and a lot of these neocons view it as. If they're doing it, we're doing it too, which is I think true, right? But I think he was like maybe he was
Because
slipping
we
up saying
supplied
that
it.
other
We
shit.
supplied it all.
Yes, we supplied them with
Oh,
weaponry.
I just
The
learned
planes
something.
are ours. The fucking intelligence. A lot of the intelligence is ours.
We're actually
We're fueling their planes now. Like
We get.
Yeah.
I just learned something today. We have what's called Operation Trident. We have boots on the ground in Israel actually assisting them with this war.
oh yeah, I can believe that too. There you go. We just saw a
Called
bunker.
Operation Trident.
We saw a bunker buster drop right yesterday, I believe. If that's like a true report or whatever, and that's like what was Netanyahu crying about? Like we don't have any of these weapons that can take out their, nuclear facilities that are under mountains and shit. We need bunker busters, and then all of a sudden they get one and they use it, allegedly. So yes, we are all up in this war with them.
I didn't know.
This is all alleged. I saw a video of something. If they did get a bunker buster bomb, and Netanyahu saying we don't have any of those things, right? That means we gave it to them quite recently.
Everything they have, they're willing to fucking use because they think it's secure enough to work for them. Came from the United States of America. It didn't come from fucking England. It didn't come from France. It came from the United States of America.
Yes, but the UK has been refueling planes as well for Israel during all this.
But no, I mean,
Allegedly.
everything that you're gonna see out there that they're using came from America. Refueling is fuel.
Yeah. So,
I saw some that B-2 planes are conducting training exercises, and those are basically
They use RC-130s. They don't use Airbuses.
Go ahead, Josh.
well, I don't know what a B-2 is, but
Those B-2 bombers, those carry like the big boys, right?
yeah,
tripping?
that's what I was. Those are like those are like our improved bunker busters, apparently. So
Yeah.
they're conducting training exercises right now. So
Oh,
Seems like-
man.
seems like our strikes on Iran are imminent in the near future.
Yeah. I mean, all signs are pointing that direction. And Ted Cruz is here to... I guess he's like cannon fodder. He's like here to get embarrassed, but doesn't change the results. Right? It's like therapeutic for Tucker and his fans. If you're like, look, we just own Ted Cruz. Meanwhile, the actual war thing will happen anyways, possibly. But let's hear more. Let's hear more of Tucker. Ted Cruz slips and says something. Once again, I can't say I'm going to take it as, truth, or if he just fucked his words up. But he did say, yeah, that's why we're going to bomb them tonight. Oops. They're going to bomb them. They're going to do it, not us. Here we go.
one
You
who
don't know
claims
anything about the country.
no, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump.
No,
You're the
I'm
one
not saying that.
who can't figure out
I'm
if it was
saying
a good
you don't
idea to kill
believe-
General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
They're trying to murder Trump.
Yes, I do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really
we're
believe that,
carrying out military strikes today.
you said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is
fucked
leading
up.
them, but we're supporting them.
Well, you're breaking news here because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive
No,
capacity.
we're not
at all.
bombing them. Israel's bombing them.
You just said we were.
Oops.
We are supporting
This is high
Israel. as their-
stakes. You're a senator.
Oops.
If you're saying the United States government is at war
we're-
with Iran right now, people are listening.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, odds Ted Cruz opens a lawsuit to stop this video from getting released. To stop the rest of the interview from being shown. That's hilarious.
What the country?
There you go. There's my screenshot right there, or my thumbnail. Tucker laughing at Ted Cruz. Laughing at the grandpa from the Munsters, bro.
What
This
is
fool looks
Tucker
like.
now? Is Tucker now not a neocon? Like, what's
He
going
had
on?
a life epiphany, and he's like, wait a minute. I'll lose viewers if I start cheering on this. If I keep being a neocon.
Right.
Listen, I leave room for people to have epiphanies and figure things out. So I can't say I don't watch enough of Tucker to know one way or the other. But, I leave room for possibilities. He could be full of shit, but in this moment, I'm laughing at Ted Cruz. And I guess he's the guy that facilitated that. But, I mean, there's not much to analyze here. This is just to make fun of Ted Cruz all the time. So, there's your video.
Yeah, basically. What? 18,
Right, there's no like
82 million.
analytical
Thank
depth
you
to
for
this.
letting me know.
Nothing really to analyze here. Like we all know what Ted Cruz is. Like, let's just be honest. But there's your video. Please subscribe if you like. Comment. Agree. Disagree. Tell me what you think. What do you think about that Ted Cruz statement? Was it a slip? Do you think it was on purpose and he fucked? What do you think? He leaked something by accident? You tell me in the comment section. Don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate. So every link in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in.